Good day, everyone. Before we start, let me introduce myself first. My name is CDB Pagaduan from BEd to B. Today I will discuss the five following influences of development and socio-cultural dimension of learnings. So, letter A, which is parental involvement. Letter B, parenting style and child rearing. Letter C, provision for specific experience at home. Letter D, peer influence. And last, teachers. So, first is parental involvement. Parents play a major role in shaping a child's learning and development. When parents actively participate in their child's education, like helping with homework, attending schools meetings, or encouraging reading at home, the child performs better in school. Why? Because children feel supported and motivated when they see their parents care about their learning. So, for example, a children whose parents read stories to them to development better language skills and curiosity. And in a simple term, parental involvement is like giving a plant sunlight, and it helps the child grow stronger academically and emotionally. So, letter B, parenting style and child rearing. So, there are four main types of parenting style. So, authoritative, number two, authoritarian, permissive, and neglectful. So, authoritative parent, loving but firm, raise confident and responsible children. And authoritarian parents, strict, little, warm, and may raise obedient but less happy kids. So, permissive parents to lenient often raise kids with poor self-control. So, neglective naman po, uninvolvement can cause children and struggle socially and academically. In a simple term, how parents guide and discipline their children shapes how kids think, behave, and learn. So letter C, provisions for specific experience at home. So the home environment provides the first learning ground for children. The kinds of experience children have, books, conversation, course, access to technologies or materials affect their curiosity and skills. For example, a child with access to books and quiet space for study is more likely to develop good reading habits. So, why? Because the brain develops connection through repeated exposure to learning rich experience. Um, in a simple term, the home is the child first classroom, and the experience there build the foundation for school learning. So, letter D, peer influence. So, as a child grow, their friends and classmates become powerful influences. Peer can affect how a child behaves, talks, dress, and even how they value school. Um, Positive peer influence. So, friends who value studying can inspire others to do the same. And negative peer influence, friends who skip classes and may lead others to do poorly. Um, in a simple term naman, peers act like mirror. Children reflect the habits and attitude of the people they spend time with. So, last, teachers. Teachers shape not only what children learn but how they see themselves as learners. A teacher who is caring and supportive can help students believe in their abilities. And also, teacher models value like patience, fairness, and hard work. Um, they connect lessons to real life situation experience, making the learning meaningful. In a simple term, teacher are like gardeners. So they nurture each learner's growth through guidance and encouragement. So overall, my reflection, learning about these influences made me realize that education does not happen only inside the classroom. It is a social and cultural process. every person around the child, from parents to teachers to peers, to becoming a co-teacher and shaping who that child becomes. So that's all.